Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town that I've ever seen. People there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, my Abilene, crowded city, there ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing in that crowd for me. I wish to the Lord that I could be in Abilene, my Abilene. Sing it again now. Abilene, I've ever seen people there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, my Abilene, I sit alone most every night, watch those stars roll out of sight. I wish to the Lord they'd carry me to Abilene, my Abilene. Sing it again now. Abilene, I've ever seen people there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, my Abilene. Let's let Mike Smith play one. Sing it again. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen. People there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, I'm going down to the river, going to get on board my rocking chair. If the blues don't get me, gonna rock away from here. I'm gonna lay my weary head down on some lonesome railroad line and let the 219 come along and pacify my mind. They arrested me in a town down south. I had empty pockets, I was down in the mouth, locked me up and threw away the key. I had wormy food in a dirty cell, and I whooped that guard and run like hell. Sheriff, he's still asking round about me. Going down to the river, gonna get on board my rocking chair. If the blues don't get me, gonna rock away from here. I'm gonna lay my weary head down on some lonesome railroad line and let the 219 come along and pacify my mind. Down that railroad line, I got a heavy load and a worried mind, trying to find a place that I can settle down. There's just one thing I'd like to know, and that's where in the world can a poor man go when he's tired of traveling around from town to town. Going down to the river, gonna get on board my rocking chair. If the blues don't get me, gonna rock away from here. I'm gonna lay my weary head down on some lonesome railroad line and let the 219 come along and pacify my mind. And let the 219 come and take me back to that town of Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town that I've ever seen. People there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, one more time. Abilene, I've ever seen people there don't treat you mean. In Abilene, my Abilene. Thank you. This would be a good time for me to thank the many, many people who've really helped this come together. First of all, I want to thank all of you for coming. This was really wonderful. And I don't know if you know how good you sound, but boy, you really do sound terrific. Boy, you sound good on these songs. And I want to thank John Irons, who's my good friend and my new manager and stuff, who's sitting over there running the control panel. I want to thank the guy who's producing this whole record, Jim Tullio, who's sitting out there beyond that door, but he's listening, and he's going to tell us when we're doing well and when we're not. And so thank you very much, Jim. Helping him out is Steve Frisk. Steve is the engineer on the board out there, and Steve went to Hudson Fair and rented all his equipment, all the DAT equipment. So this is going to be made into a CD, and put all the microphones up and all the different microphones around and so forth. So thank you very much, Steve, and thank you, Hudson, but thank you, Steve. I want to thank very much a guy who is a terrific bass player, but he's also one of the best songwriters Chicago's ever turned out. It's a real privilege to be playing with Mike Smith. And I want to thank very, very much the man who made all this possible, whose place this is, and that's Bill Goldsmith. Thank you, Bill, for being a good friend.